Action. Like shit. You're back. I'm back. We back. Like a smile hope. You already know what it is. Welcome to this week's episode of Postscript, also known as PS, the talk show. We are at episode 11. That's crazy. I can't believe I've really been like consistent on this and like doing it, because I've been trying to do YouTube for like a long time, and I would post like 2 videos and then like 2 years would go by. But I'm just trying to back up a little bit. But I'm so happy that I've been, you know, on the ground doing my shit. And if you like the show, please leave me a comment. If you have any suggestions, if you have any questions, leave me a comment and I will answer them. For this week's first segment, Laughable at best. I hope y'all seen the lady that worked at the school district. She a lunch lady, and she got arrested for ordering chicken wings off the school account with the vendor. Somebody on Twitter said a chicken wing Rico is crazy. And they said in the post that she had been doing it for like 2 years, from like the pandemic, from like 2020. I'm sorry, for 4 years, because it's 2024. But since the pandemic. And they was like, you know, they caught her because they saw on the invoice it had like bone-in chicken. We only got chicken on the bone. We only got chicken on the bone. If you know, you know. Damn. Hey, them Popeyes lines at school used to be crazy. Like the whole DJR used to be filled with people trying to get the Popeyes. And the girl, when they would run out of strips, she would get on top of the counter and yell, "We only got chicken on the bone. We only got chicken on the bone." That just reminded me of that. Damn, I ain't thought of that in a long time. That's crazy. If you know, you know. If you ever heard we only got chicken on the bone, you came at a bad time. Probably after that basketball game. Yeah. Or right before a party. In between. You was leaving the basketball game, trying to get ready for the party. You was like, yeah, we'll get something to eat. We about to drink. Yeah. Alright, that's what made me think of that. But that's this week's segment of Laughable at Best. She really got arrested for getting the chicken wings. I know her chicken wing platters during COVID was probably going crazy. That was probably getting her through. They don't even know that. That was paying her bills. I don't even know that. Unfortunately, I don't have a segment for What's the Tea. Yeah, I don't know. What's the tea? It just kind of comes to me usually when I'm like writing down the segments for the show and like coming up with my flow and like script and all that. But this week it didn't give, so it ain't no What's the Tea this week. Okay, and now we're gonna move along to P's favorite pieces. So for this week, I really just want to take a moment to thank y'all for getting me to 60 subscribers. And we doing shit, but I owe y'all a story time now, because I told myself every like whole number, like every 10 followers I gained, you know what I'm saying? Like once I got to 60, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do a little story time. I don't know what story time I'm gonna do yet though. Or maybe should I put a poll up? Y'all don't be answering shit when I post shit on Instagram though. Like y'all don't be watching shit. That's so slow for me. Like I don't understand that. Like, and then also on the back part of that, I'm real bad about going back to check when I post like a question or a poll or something. I'll be like, damn, that was 3 days ago, and I didn't even go back and look and see what people said. But I feel like if somebody said something, it will show up with the little hearts most of the time. Right. Anyhow, I gotta figure out what stories I'm gonna give y'all, because we have 60 subscribers, period. Oh, and last weekend, I also want to acknowledge that there was another high frequency. It was even bigger, even better this time. Like, I'm just so excited because every time, like, you know, I participate in these events, they just get better and better and just more, and I love expansion and to see that. And I talked about it before on my channel, and like, you know, I said the woman Tay, who is in charge of it, who is the creator. I just love that a Black woman is creating a space like that. Them events be going up, and I must say so myself. I'm not just tooting my own horn, because everybody be like, you killed it, you look so good, your outfit, the costume changes, like, I really love that for me. I be going the fuck off in there, okay? Going the fuck off. The last episode, what am I saying? The last event, it was on last Friday, and the last song that I sung was Bang Bang, If You Know, You Know. It's originally by Cher and Sunny, but a couple people have different renditions of it. It's like a jazz, big ballad song. I was nervous. I ain't gonna hold you. Because if you know me, I always say I don't really have a big chest voice. And that song is real chest voice heavy, and at the end it get real loud. And I'm not used to singing full voice and chest voice. I'm not comfortable with that. I usually sing full voice and hit in my head voice. But the notes came out, and I didn't think they was, bitch. and like ate. Like, it wasn't pitchy. It wasn't like, oh, we struggling. Nah, I had the vocal warm-ups on point. Had my tea, drinking my water, staying hydrated. Like, yeah, I was getting into it. So I just want to say thank you for everybody that came. Be on the lookout for the next high frequency. They're always going to be more. Next favorite pieces. You know, I got to tell you about my Dollar Tree finds. So they just opened up a new Dollar Tree next to the Planet Fitness that I be going to. And it's so bomb. It's so big. It's so clean. The store still smells new. Like, you can smell like plaster and paint and plastic when you walk in there. And if you've been inside new buildings, you know that smell I'm talking about. DJR used to smell like that when we first got there to school a little bit. Like, the elevators and the stairwells still used to smell real new when I first got there. But I just got a bunch of lashes. Like, anytime I see one that I don't have already, or even if I see one that I really like it was this one called like hot chocolate or chocolate cheesecake or something. If I know the pack, if I see it, I know it. I don't remember the name of it right now though. But I bought like 3 pair of them. Every time I see them, I need to buy them because they just bought. And then like $1.25, you can't beat that. The beauty spot still be wanting $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 for lashes. I will never do that. It never gave that. And I also will refuse to let myself participate in individuals. That's just not my tea. I want to snatch them off at the end of the day, and I want to clean my face and not be gentle and not be worried about it when I'm asleep and all that. It's just too much. But if I did do anything, I would get bottom individual lashes because those eat. And I wear eyelashes every day, so you know it would just look cute. But lashes, bow. I don't even know. It's not even probably gonna focus. I don't know. So yeah. What else I got? Dollar Tree is like Aldi. When you in a new neighborhood and you see one, you gotta go in there because you don't know what they're gonna have. Do you know how long I've been looking for this journal? I've been to my little neighborhood Dollar Trees looking for it because I seen it probably like a month ago, and all of them was gone. All of them was gone. I went to this new Dollar Tree I was telling y'all about, and I saw the box with this on it, and I was like, please let them have some more. And it was the last one. It was meant for me to have. Period. I think I'm gonna write some of my like I don't know what I'm writing here yet, but I love a journal. Down. These was also cute. They had these little conversation cards at the checkout. I don't know if that's gonna focus or not, whatever. Super cute. And I thought that maybe this could be a part of the show. Maybe I'll like pull a card or whatever. All right, let's see if these are head assery or if they got some tea. I just feel like you're supposed to always shuffle cards. You don't need whatever card they is. I just feel like you're supposed to shuffle. Ooh. All right, this one says, what is one thing you've always wanted to learn or try? One thing you've always wanted to learn or try. The one thing I've always wanted to like learn or try, or that I wish I knew how to do, just like freestyle or whatever, is like freestyle rap. Like I've always wanted to like go to the studio, and because if I took the time and like wrote some shit down, I could come up with a bop because I'm good with words and I have good wordplay, and just the way my mind works with words, that shit would go crazy. But I've always wanted to like try to like not make a whole song because that's a lot of work, but give like a cute bomb ass verse in the studio. I think that would be so much fun. I've seen like girls do it for like their birthday and stuff with their friends, but I really just might want to go in there and just make a cute little, you know, one of them little minute and 15-second songs. You be like, damn, okay, she was sliding. Yeah, I don't know. I just always want to do that. I thought that would be fun. Okay, that's cute. I like that. Okay, what pissed me off today? So the other day I was talking to one of my homegirls, and we were just having general conversation about like things that are attractive in a partner or in a man, like, you know, what you are interested in or looking for. So we're talking, and I'm like, you know, like when I was younger, I really used to care about looks and all of that. I mean, yes, I still care about that, but I wouldn't say I'm as shallow about that as I used to be, because niggas just be fine and nothing else, no shade. But I was just like, I really would like somebody that's like has carpentry skills, good with their hands, can like build stuff, is like, like blue collar but his own boss kind of vibe. Maybe like knows how to do something with like land, like a tractor and like shit like that, and like I don't know, like just someone with handy craftsmanship skills and I would prefer like a country southern gentleman. And she was like, oh, so you want a Mexican? I was crying because I get where she coming from. 100% I get where she coming from. Because if we talking race, that's kind of what I just described. But I want it in black. And I know that's so hard to find. And I try not to be one of the people who, like look at social media and take things and try to like be like, oh, I want that, they have that, like, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's like a certain kind of porch, I'm like, oh, that's a nice style, like I could put that on my house later, like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't ever want to be like, oh, they have that, I want that. But I be seeing these videos of people, like these couples just living their best life, like husband just building shit, crafting shit, doing whatever, like that's very attractive to me at this point in my life, especially for like the life that I'm building towards, and being a homesteader. Like, would that not be amazing to have like a handy man? Like, I didn't mean that like that, but like, your man is handy, like, oh, this needs fixing, do this needs to be built, like, what? And you got a little company, is the people you got here, whatever. But who's talking about that? That was funny to me. Questions that need answers. Are you an Olipop girl or are you a Poppy girl? Olipop girl, Poppy girl, which one? Okay, for conscious cunts, let's talk about the art of showing up. And like, I just want to know, and of course y'all know I always ask rhetorical questions, but like, do you show up for you first every day? Because you should, if you don't, or at least try to most of the time. Because fuck the people. It don't matter. That job don't matter. None of that don't matter. Do you need resources to be stable and provide for yourself? Yes. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm talking about like as far as your commitment goes to how your day is gonna go. Show up for you first. Like, oh, and then I also saw this really interesting tweet. I don't remember. Maybe it was on Instagram or something. But somebody was like, oh no, I think it was on Twitter. Because somebody was like, are you being loved? Like, in a way that matters to you, or a way that makes you feel loved, or that's important to you. And then like somebody quoted and was like, this is very valid and fair, and we should ask people this, and be aware of what we're doing with our partners. So I definitely want you to think about, are you being loved in a way that's conducive for you? Are you being befriended in a way that's conducive for you? Are you being shown up for in a way that's conducive to you? You see how I be tying or everything right together? You see? I'm not crazy. Like, it just be coming to me. And just make sure that you're being supported in ways that feel that way to you. Because I talked about this a couple episodes ago. It's not fair to you to be doing all this and this and that, and you not being reciprocated that same thing times 10 back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my father for coming to get me. When I went to my friend's house, drove 2 hours to come get me. Immediately picked me up. I got in the car. We drove 2 hours back. That was 4 hours of his life he never gonna get back. I was just like, Dad, I'm gonna be here this time. I need you to come get me this time. And he was like, okay. That nigga works a whole job. It wasn't, oh, well, I gotta do this, and I need to do that, and I gotta do that, and I need to do this, I need to do that. That's all I need. That's all I need. And I know that all situations don't work like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just need to be like, yeah, this is what I need. And then it just be that. But that's a part of like why I don't ask people for stuff, because I don't give a fuck if you do it the way that you wanted to do it. If you don't do it the way that I don't want to do it, I don't care. Like, so that's another reason of why it's very hard for me to ask for stuff, because I'm just used to being disappointed. And I'm in a space in my life where I don't even make space for that shit. So I don't even factor that shit in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, that's not even included. So yeah, I just want to make sure that we all are being loved, feeling love, giving love, because that's what we should do. And then for the last two things I want to talk about for conscious cunt is, I don't know why, but I keep hearing the question, not even the question, but maybe like the suggestion to ask this question on the channel, of like, how do you cope with things? I don't know what that means. Or I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know why Spirit is putting that on me so bad to say, because it's been in my head for like the past 3-4 days, and I'm just like, okay, all right, I'm gonna say it. So I had a really interesting conversation with someone like a couple weeks ago about that, and then it just like came back up, and it was like, ask the public so they can like have that reflection and introspection and all that and that and that. But my favorite way to cope is disassociation. I remove shit out of my head so quick, it's scary. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, and then not to mention my short-term memory is already ass. But of course I'm being facetious, but like, my disassociation be crazy, y'all. Like, I be like, what? No, that never happened. And my friends are like, yes, the fuck it did. And then to tie in kind of to the coping thing, I would like y'all to try something called scripting. So when you script, it's like you write out your life as is. Not I want, I wish, oh shit. But not like I want, I wish, I hope. You write it in the present tense as if it's already happened, if you already have it. So the way I like to think about it is, when I script for the version of myself that I see in my mind's eye as like my highest self. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I've always been really like in touch with my imagination since I was a kid. But it's so, I can't even explain the feeling, like charismatic or something. Like you feel like tingly or something, or like all over when you do it. It just makes you feel good. And yeah, like scripting is like cool, like so. And I also am a big planner, so scripting kind of helps me put together my future routine, if that makes sense. For this week's bar for bar, it's not like any lyrics or anything I want to talk about per se, but it's just a song that I just gotta tell y'all about. I know 100% of y'all have never heard of it. Unless Aaliyah, you're watching, you know it. It's a song called Kiss My Sass by Cobra Starship, and it recently came on shuffle, and it hit fucking different when it spun around this time. And I know it's because I'm about to see them perform in October at When We Were Young Fest. Oh my god, that song, they say this kid has got the beat in that drink go crazy. Like, Cobra Starship makes like fun music. Like, y'all remember like popping bottles in the ice, ow, like a blizzard, like the G6 era when people was just making songs like fun shit. Like, y'all, I know y'all know, don't trust a hoe, never trust a hoe if you won't trust me, right? Y'all know tick-tock on the clock, like just that fun poppy era of music. Cobra Starship originated that shit. Panic at the Disco originated that shit. But, you know, it just got real popping in the late 2010s. But I'm going to When We Were Young Fest, and I'm going to see so many like old school rock bands like from back in the MySpace emo era. Oh my god, the song Kiss My Sass has fucking Trevor McCoy as a feature. Like, if you know, the Trevor McCoy area was a that nigga was on everything, sliding on everything. Shout out to Princeton, because that's also the first time I seen him in the Take a Look at My Girlfriend, cause she's the only one I got. That was the first time I ever seen him. He was crumping his little ass off. But Oh, that song, it cracked me open the other day when it came on. I was like, oh my God. Ah! I can't wait to go to this festival. Like, I can't wait. 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 Like, I knew that I had an emo streak in 5th grade when From Under the Cork Tree by Fall Out Boy, that CD came out. The first time I heard Dance, Dance, it changed my fucking life. The first time I saw Pete Wentz, it changed my fucking life. Yeah, like, oh my God. That, and ever since then, since 5th grade, I was like, oh, this music fucking slaps. I don't care. Y'all call it white people music, rock music, whatever. This shit slaps. Patrick Stump be singing like he trying to get into the gates of heaven. He, like, I ain't never heard a white man sing like that. And it's not even like yeah, Bobby Caldwell be vibing. What's the other nigga name? Michael something. He with the nigga with the long hair. I can't think his name right now. But he be vibing. But Patrick Stump's voice is different. It's soulful, it's poppy, it's pop rock, it's emo, it's like, I have no words. Oh, and then also, I didn't know this until I was older when I first like found out about Cobra Starship. I didn't find out about Cobra Starship until I was in like 9th grade. Yeah, like 9th grade. And they had been out like around the same time Fall Out Boy came out for real. But Patrick wrote a lot for Cobra Starship, and he sung a lot of backgrounds on they like CD, Viva la Cobra. Oh! And that's the CD they gonna perform at the festival. So the way the festival worked when we were young, while we talking about it, all the bands, they all got a specific CD that they gonna perform songs from. Bitch, Simple Plan is gonna be there. Do you ever feel like breaking? Like, oh, young. Don't get me started, but just know the look is gonna look. I love when I get to dress all. Like, I eat that shit the fuck up. Yeah. But check out Kiss My Sass by Cobra Starship. I love Gabe. Oh, love Patrick, love Pete, Joe, everybody, Andy. Okay, whatever. Oh, this was something that I meant to talk about last week, but I forgot. For this week's segment of hashtag I cannot make this shit up. So, on August 3rd, 1949, that is when the NBA was established. And that is just another thing that I have recently learned that my father is older than. I think my father was born in, and I can't do simple math in my head, so please don't judge me. But I think my father was born in 1945 or 44. One of those. That was interesting. And I was like, wow. And did y'all know the post office first became a thing in July 26th in 1775? Could you imagine sending something by a dove? Putting a message in a bottle. So my grandfather's birthday was last week, if I'm not mistaken. My grandfather, if he was still alive, he would have been 98. And not Pops. Most people, when I refer to my grandfather, that's what they're thinking about. But I'm talking about my other grandfather who lived with my grandmother. His birthday was last week. I think it was August 6th. Y'all, he would have been 98. Unpopular opinion, I think he would still be alive if they didn't put him on chemo, but that's just my opinion. I'm gonna shut the fuck up behind that because I ain't nothing to do with that. But I'm like, he was 96. Why would you do that? Just let him live his life. But like, what are we talking about? People that's regular, young, and healthy don't be coming back from chemo, bitch. Like, what? Anyhow, shout out to the Leos. Shout out to my grandfather. Oh, and by this time this episode come out too, it's also gonna be my stepfather's birthday. Shout out to Leos. His birthday is on the 14th. I would love to read his birth chart. Fun fact, my stepfather is a twin. And I feel like he has his birth certificate, but his twin brother might not have his or some shit like that. I got a ghetto family, y'all, but we'll get into that later. So they don't remember who the oldest. That's so funny to me. And they identical twins, like identical. It's scurrying a little bit, like that's crazy. But yeah, shout out to my stepfather. Love you down. Cause now I got two fathers, and they both CisHet men. That's wild. I play too much. How you got two fathers? It came from a CisHet womb. Like, make it make sense. Okay, so I told y'all last week that Mercury done went back to the Africans and got the microbraids back in. So Mercury's in retrograde. But the retrograde is kind of happening in two parts, right? So I'm gonna break it down for you because it's happening in two signs. So it started on August 4th, and then from August 4th to August 14th, it's retrograding in Virgo, right? And then from August 14th to August 28th, it's retrograding in Leo. As I always tell y'all, Mercury is in retrograde. That's the planet. It's currently in retrograde in Virgo. That's the astrological sign. And then on the 14th, it's going to retrograde. Mercury is going to retrograde in Leo. The planet, Mercury, Leo, the astrological sign. Okay? And when I be saying this stuff, so the way that you would think about it is like the planet, you want to understand like what that planet's role and description and identification is, right? So Mercury is the planet of communication, if I could simply put it. So that whole shit with all the computers and the refrigerators and the airplanes and all of that not working with the Microsoft thing, we was in a Mercury retrograde little pre-period, right? So of course that happened, right? Virgo is a sign of like order, systems, things like that. And like, you know, Leo is a sign of like me, like not being small, taking up space, being courageous, passionate, like, you know what I'm saying? So when I be saying like, oh, this is what's happening in this, so you can kind of think about those two things. So your systems and the way that you showing up, you might feel a little like, ooh, shit, this bitch is checking the table. Because those two things are retrograding right now. So, and retrograde is like a mirror. So it's going to come and expose the things that you aren't comfortable with or that you aren't settled with quite yet regarding those two things I just talked about. Virgo being a planet of systems, order, routine, and Leo's being a place of, you know, wanting to be in the spotlight, being big personalities, courageous. So you might have to analyze those two parts of your life right now and understand what's being reflected to you with the retrograde. Do that make sense? That do make sense. If you slow, just say that. I don't know. So then on the 14th, Mars is going to conjunct Jupiter. Mars is a planet that's going to conjunct Jupiter. We said conjunct mean close, right? Either 2 degrees or 3 degrees away. I don't remember. I told y'all a couple of videos ago now. But if you remember how many degrees it was, put it in the comments. Mars is going to conjunct Jupiter. Mars being the planet of action, drive, passion, just fire energy kind of thing. And Jupiter being the planet of expansion. So the way that you do things and the way that you present and the way that you pop off, that's going to be expanded because those two things are coming together, right? Okay. But then it's happening in the sign of Gemini. Gemini rules like knowledge, teaching, healing, the like, you know, like healing the community with alternative things. They're very like spokespeople kind of vibe. So with those things happening, it's giving whatever idea or creative thing or process, job stuff you've been contemplating or thinking about, it's about to pop off. And you about to feel ready for it. And like, you know, about to be excited to leap into a new venture. Mars is going to square Saturn. So a square, it literally makes like a square with the angle from the sun and the moon and the two planets. I can't go into deep detail on that right now. Just listen. Mars is going to square Saturn on the 16th. Mars is a planet that's like action, like it's fast, like it's trying to get it. Let's get it. And Saturn is like a planet of relax, chill, kick back. I'm trying to take in the whole scene, taking the whole vibe. So those two things about to come together. So you may feel like, oh, I'm trying to go. No, yeah, I'm ready. No, like, you know what I'm saying? You might feel like in limbo. So don't be overwhelmed by that. Just take a moment. If things don't go the way you thought or needed, like I said, nothing is a loss. Everything's a lesson. Take that into your next venture, into your next idea, into your next opportunity. So with the, you know, with them two things together, just don't get overwhelmed. Don't overcommit. Don't allow yourself to be like, yeah. And then you be trying to, but then you get, and you be like, damn, I need to do this. Should I do this? I should, yeah. Like, just do what you can. Oh, and then on the 18th, we're going to have Mercury Cazimi. We've talked about Cazimis a few times on this channel, so y'all should know what a Cazimi is by now. But Mercury is a planet, and Cazimi means it's going to align in the same, like, degree with the sun. So it's going to have, like, the Mercury and the sun are going to, like, be the shaking hand emoji, right? They're going to, like, touch each other in that moment, share some space together. So the sun is a luminary, so it's going to illuminate Mercury things. Mercury is in retrograde. Mercury is the planet of communication. Mercury gonna be in Virgo, and Mercury gonna be in Leo. It's a lot going down right now. It's y'all like feeling like when we talked about the astrology and back in like April, back in like May, it was just a lot of shit happening. August is giving that. So with the Mercury Cazimi, take your time to, you know, reflect on things, restructure some things, recommit to new, improved ways. And then on 8/19, I think that's next Monday. Damn, I don't think I'll be going that far, but we here anyhow. It's gonna be an Aquarius full moon. As y'all know, we in the age of Aquarius. I talked about this many videos ago. I want to say my first or second video I talked about the age of Aquarius. Pluto's gonna be in Aquarius until 2032, so we are in the age of Aquarius. That's a song. If y'all don't know the song, y'all should look it up. It's by ABBA. That song crank. Damn, I should have used that for bar. So I told y'all with everything that's happening, all the astrology stuff is like real crazy right now. So it's gonna bring some hard, unwanted, needed change, shift, pivots. You know what I'm saying? Redirections. I'm not saying nothing bad is gonna happen because of that, but you might just have to be like, fuck, I don't want to do this, but it's for the greater good. So like the age of Aquarius little like shadow period happened in like December of 2020, and Aquariuses are like, you know, the rebel with a cause though. Like I don't want to say without a cause. They're not just trying to just flip tables over and do whatever. They like, no, we need to change this. This needs to be better. This is stupid. Why y'all doing that? That's slow. Like they be trying to upgrade shit, and sometimes people don't be appreciative of that because of their tenacity. The age of Aquarius little pre-shadow happened in December 2020 when Jupiter conjunct Saturn. And again, I'm just always going to reflect this back to my life and to my experiences because this shit don't be fake. The age of Aquarius is about to happen until 2032, like I told y'all. So we really entering like a new dimension, a new timeline, a new shift, a new world. So it's time for you to, you know what I'm saying, you done already been making the steps since December 2020, but to step into that new timeline, into that new dimension, your best and greatest self. So think back to December 2020 of things that you may have been going through or experiencing, and see from there how you got to here now and how those two things tie together. Because I know for me, December 2020, the worst fucking year of the worst month. I'm not gonna lie, my grandfather died. That was real bad. But COVID is close to like my grandfather's death. But specifically December 2020, that's when I got COVID. And sitting in that room for 14 days, waiting for this to whatever the fuck figure itself out, and just not being happy with my life at the time, bitch. I was like, I'm moving to Texas tomorrow. Like, I mean, not like tomorrow, but immediately. As soon as this COVID shit is over and I'm done with this, I am leaving this house that instant. And I left. And I've been living here ever since. I moved to, I got COVID on December the 5th of 2020. I was off of work for like a month because I had to wait the 14 days. Then I had to wait to get tested. But because COVID was so fucking crazy, it wasn't just like I could get a test today, tomorrow. Bitch, I had to wait like another week and a half to get the test. Had to wait for the results to come back. Like, so I ended up being off of work for a whole month. But, you know, the FMLA was real big back then. So, all of that. So, I was still getting paid, but still. I was just like, okay, bad. So, when I heard Maddie talking about that, like how, you know, we was in a little shadow period of the pre-shadow period of the Age of Aquarius in December 2020, I said, oh, girl, yes. Because I've said this many times before, somebody's gonna have to go. It was gonna be me, it was gonna be them. Somebody's gonna have to go. It was me. It's always gonna be me. I'm gonna pick me first. So avoid spreading yourself too thin, but be open in your heart space and be in a space to receive and to also give. I think I said this in the last video, but authenticity is not equal and will never be to assimilation. And imagination is not equal and will never be equal to illusion, because an illusion is some shit that you think is there. Imagination is some shit of you knowing you can have it and you seeing yourself with it, versus an illusion, you ain't have no control over that. That was put into you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not the same thing. And authenticity and assimilation just are not, you don't compete, well, you don't compare, because assimilating is shrinking yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just talking about with the Mercury retrograde moving into Leo on the 14th. Take up as much space as possible that it make other people uncomfortable. Don't ever shrink yourself and try to make yourself feel small to appease somebody else because they fucked up with their own shit and they not comfortable in who they is, or they don't know who they is, or their confidence is this and that. Like, don't subscribe to that. Take up all the space so much that it ain't even no more for nobody else. Like, not for real, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, we're about to get into some eclipses in September. Y'all remember we talked about the eclipses in like the fall? I mean the fall, what the fuck am I saying, the spring? So we are having a lunar eclipse in Pisces in September on the 17th. I'm not gonna get into that. I just want to say that. Oh, another download I've been getting, and I meant to talk about this during Conscious Con too, is I kept thinking I was seeing the word, what is it called? Hydrocortisone? I thought I kept seeing the word hydrocortisone, but then I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Why do I keep seeing that? But then I realized that's not what I was seeing. And then, mind you, I swear to God, I'm not making this shit up, but this is like how I get downloads. Like, I'll just see things, flashes of words. I'll see scenes. It's not like no Raven shit. Like, I don't be like, you know what I'm saying? It just popped in my head. Like, it just comes to me. I never was seeing the hydro part. I thought I was just seeing the rest of the word. And I was like, what the fuck is cortisone? Like, why do I keep seeing that word? And then it got clear to me. Spirit was showing me the word cortisol. Bitch, that's not the same thing. And then a couple days later, I saw this lady talking about cortisol. And I said, bitch, what? Be for real. And she said, cortisol kills, specifically Black women. Stop letting shit stress y'all out. Of course, everything I say on the channel is easier said than done. But when you like stress, that raises your cortisol levels and fucks with your body and will put you in an early grave. Put your ass in the dirt early, smoking on your pack that night. If y'all don't get that reference, I really hate that for y'all. Put that nigga in the dirt, smoking on Tuki back tonight. So just be mindful of that. Like, remove the shit that's stressing you. Release the shit that's stressing you. Disassociate from the shit that's stressing you. Don't subscribe to that. Because a lot of y'all don't get up in the morning and like hop up out the bed and turn your sweat on. And it shows. Like, show up for you first. That, damn, I'm good. You see how that tied back to the first thing I said when I came up on this hole? Yeah. Damn, I'm good. Yeah, hop out the bed and turn your sweat on. Show up for you first. Like, I have 9 mirrors in my house. Like, it's never not a time when I'm not looking at myself. But I've always been like that. I love a mirror down and a mirror loves me back. Tell me you're a child of Ocean without telling me you're a child of Ocean. No, I'm playing. I don't even know that. But I just feel like that. I'm not one of the people that be like, yes, I'm Sean Gold's daughter. I am that. Girl, what? Who's your bubble out? Who's your ER? Where you get initiated? Girl, shut up. Let me stop. I'm not shaming nobody. That was just a little joke. I be trying to like put y'all onto my sense of humor. Like I like to like fake banter when I be like telling jokes or whatever. But yeah, like I hop out the bed to my sweat on every morning. As soon as I wake up and I sit up, bitch, two mirrors looking back at me and I'm looking at them. Like and then it's just mirrors all over my house. Like I'm always in the mirror. I'm always dancing. Like I love mirror work. I love womb work. Yeah, like you can mirror gaze. Like you can like look into your eyes and then like see what you see, or just look into your eyes and maybe hear what you ever hear, or whatever downloads you get, or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, mirrors are good for like manifestation. I mean, not manifestation, for affirmations. You can also gaze at your vagina in the mirror too, but I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. What else? Oh, I said womb work. That's like dancing. That, like, you know, keeps your womb healthy. And also, scientific research shows the less you dance, the earlier you die. So like I said, put your ass in the dirt, smoking on U-Pack that night. Y'all gotta start hopping out the bed and turn your swag on. I need y'all to get in the mirror, dance a little bit, twerk a little bit, have a little time. It's really good to like whine though. Like whining in the mirror is like so sensual, so sexy, and it's a good little cute workout because you like moving your hips and your legs, and that's how you get the mega knees. You know what I'm saying? So the last thing I want to say is just prioritize your rest, remove the shit that you don't need, and keep it P. That's this week's episode. You already know it's me. It's your girl P, your favorite bitch and your favorite witch. Thank you for watching the show. And you already know how we end it. Bitches be mad because they be hating, and bitches be hating because they be mad. Bye, y'all.